Sports Talk with Raww.
What's up, people? This is Sports Talk with Raww, and it's my boy Corey right here.
What's going on, people?
And we about to open it up, and we about to talk about these NBA Finals first, and let's get into it.
All right. So first and foremost, I already saw it coming. Soon as the Suns beat the Lakers, that they was going to the finals. Now, I expected them to actually play the Nets, but as you know, the Bucks made it out victoriously. But from what I've seen, the Bucks are the Bucks, and they just won't even win no more than one game in this series. So I'm gonna have to say Suns in 5.
Well, I have to disagree. I mean, man, Giannis is a beast, and we gotta realize that Giannis was hurt, in the first game coming back. He had like 20 points last game, but I look for Giannis to be a whole lot more aggressive. So I do think the Bucks will get this win for Game 2.
The only thing that is hurting is Giannis's offense. The same thing that's been hurting all season. Yeah, one-dimensional player. Now, you, on the other hand, believe that he's more than that, but from what I see, he's just a run and dunk guy. He's nothing but a Dwight Howard in his prime. Because I feel like you've been in the league 7 years and you still airballing free throws. You still shooting up all these unnecessary threes that you can't hit. Like, why haven't you perfected your game? You're a 2-time MVP, and that's how you still play?
No. Well, I mean, he got voted for MVP for some reason. I mean, people believe
no,
that he's more than just one-dimensional.
Everyone else was hurt, and they're tired of giving it to LeBron. That's why he got MVP.
Well, LeBron didn't have it.
They could have gave it to Harden. Season. They could have gave it to Dame. They could have gave it to anybody.
Well, I thought Jokic had got MVP
this past year, but I'm talking about them years that Giannis won.
Oh.
Yeah, because they wasn't going to give it to Giannis 3 years in a row. He didn't even deserve it the first 2. That 1 year, yeah. That second year, come on now. No. Because he's supposed to be a defensive player of the year. I'm trying to figure out, like, where's his defense at?
You got to give it to him, bro. I mean, he might be a run and dunk kind of guy. He might be a guy that can hook some into the basket. But on the defensive end, he's very athletic, bro. I mean, he can slow down anybody.
No, he's athletic on both ends, but the point is, it doesn't really produce what you really want out of a superstar. Because I feel like this. If you take Giannis off the court, the Bucks play extremely better. You know why? Because the offense has more fluidity, because they actually can spread the ball around more instead of just trying to drop it in him. Watch him do that little weak crossover with that spin, lose the ball, or dunk it. That's his only 2 moves. He either gonna dunk it or lose it. That's it.
Well,
nothing else.
And in reality, that's because the ball don't flow as much, because you already know he's going to be inside anyway. He don't have no outside game. I mean, Game 1 for the finals, he shot, 1 for 2 for the 3-point. So, yeah, Giannis got to do better on the outside, bro.
But tell me this. Because, everybody always had this debate. Oh, if he wins a championship, they'll finally prove once and for all he can lead a team. If you take every star that's in the NBA right now, would he be a top 5 pick? If you could revamp the entire NBA, would he be in your top 5 of selected players as the start of a franchise? He's not even in my top 10.
He's definitely in the top 10.
No, he's not.
Top 5? Nah, he ain't in the top 5.
He's not even in my top 10.
Because his game is one-dimensional.
Because I got Devin Booker, Donovan Mitchell, Ja Morant. Those are changes who can change a franchise.
But see, if I was picking a team, I would pick Giannis in my top 5. You know why? Because I actually put him at center, and then I give me some guards to go around him that can actually shoot.
Okay. You know what? And you know what we're going to do? We're going to test this theory on 2K and just really figure this out. Because I want to know, if you had to restructure the entire NBA, what number would you really take him in? Because honestly, I can't even see him in my top 10. I still got Harden, I still got Dame, I still got Steph, I still got LeBron. I would even take a hobbled AD before I took Giannis at full strength.
I don't know, bro.
Hey,
So
let me tell you something.
that's so.
Street clothes Davis.
I'm not gonna
At least
lie.
I know he got
right,
a jumper.
Right now, Giannis is great and Davis is very good.
Ooh,
Right now.
that's a great debate right there, because you still got Jokic, you still got Luka ahead of Giannis. I already named.
I ain't
players.
putting Luka ahead of Giannis.
I am.
He don't play no defense.
I am. Shit.
Nah,
Hey, the way DeAndre Ayton was getting them rebounds, I don't think Giannis was playing too much either. What the hell? I don't even understand why they had PJ Tucker holding him on some of the screens. Like,
Hey.
what is that?
You know how Tucker play, bro.
Yeah, he ain't. Yeah, he tough on the interior.
Hey,
but
speaking of all of those things, let's get on James Harden. You know,
your boy.
if I was James Harden, man,
Your boy.
I'd really be crying and like just thinking about everybody that I pretty much teamed up with had a better shot than me going to the finals. Tucker is now in the finals. Beverly had a better shot than him. Clint Capella had a better shot than him. Harden sold everybody out and blamed everybody, and now he's back in the same position.
And let's not forget, Dwight Howard got a ring last year. Let's not forget that Chris Paul is in the finals,
And he probably
has
finna get a ring.
chance to earn a ring. Like it's
And all those things he said about Chris Paul, I mean, it's just
it's
just
sad.
very.
Now let's not make no mistake. James Harden is great. He's great.
On offense.
But at the same time, is it safe to say that he could be possibly a cancer to his team?
James Harden is a regular season player. I mean,
Ooh, don't call him the
he
Peyton.
is,
Don't
man.
call
I
him the
mean,
Peyton Manning of the NBA.
every year we be looking up to James Harden to do something in the playoffs. And I mean, the year that Chris Paul got hurt, honestly, James Harden, he just choked. I mean, he had two games to leave it all out on the floor. And what did he do? He choked. Matter of fact. Oh, let's not forget
he
that
left
time.
it all on the floor, but it was all turnovers.
Let's not
He
forget
left it
that
on the
time.
don't
Ginobili blocked his shot. You know, like.
Oh, yeah.
I think that right there was probably the time that the Rockets probably should just shipped him out, bro. Like, you let 40-year-old dude, you know what I mean, shut you down, bro.
I think everybody started raising their eyebrows when that boy had them 13 turnovers in the fourth quarter against the Warriors. I think that was when everybody was like, what's going on, Harden? Then that next year against the Spurs, when he just kept dribbling the ball out, passing it, refusing to score. It's like, come on, Harden.
So with all this being said, with all this sadness for Harden, I thought that he might be, back in the gym trying to get his work in because maybe he was trying to get this ring, but instead he out chilling with Lil Baby. And Lil Baby out here getting arrested with weed. So Lil Baby taking the case for Harden because Harden just really sitting at home getting high and getting fat like he always do. So that's my conclusion.
Well, we know why he was out of shape coming into the upcoming season before the trade. We know now.
Yeah,
we know
them lungs was out of shape.
Yeah, them lungs was out of shape. Shit, he was pretty sloppy. He was pretty sloppy.
He had the munchies.
Yeah, we know. We know for a fact now. He can't even deny it now. So when he comes into the season out of shape, we already know why. We know why.
And then we can go ahead and take that on cruising to the Olympics. We can get on Sha'Carri Richardson for smoking weed as well. I mean, now, in Sha'Carri's defense, I'm not mad at her for smoking weed for the reason she smoked it. But at the same time, she had a lot of potential of getting money and proving herself to the world right in her face. And I just feel like she blew it. She smoked it at the wrong time. And now it's like, well, I feel like, what is the USA going to do in the women's department as far as track?
Well, honestly, I feel that, yes, she was wrong for smoking weed. But as far as like America just blowing it up, making it bigger than what it is, I think we went too far with that. Honestly, I feel that, yes, they should let her run, let her serve her 30 days out, and let her end it on a high note and let her run in the 4x1.
Yeah.
By taking her off every single platform to try to prove a point to her, you're only just destroying the legacy of what the U.S. Olympics is really about. It's about perseverance and overcoming obstacles. She's gonna serve her time of 30 days. Let the woman run in the 4x1. At least let her get something. At least the experience of what she can do the next 4 years to do, to learn from this mistake and just move forward. I think that the Olympics are just really just blowing this more out of proportion than what we're really supposed to be. It's just very antagonizing to her just to keep on doing this. Okay, yeah, she smoked weed, but the point is her mom had passed. She was trying to cope with that. She smoked in an illegal state,
and it's not like weed gonna make you any faster.
Yeah.
We just say how it made James Harden hungry and he just started getting sloppy.
But
so
I guess they looking at the Michael Phelps weed, and I guess they just assume that
Well,
all weed is great. So it must be making her faster.
I guess.
All right,
It's pretty ridiculous. And then with the Olympics, they're canceling all the spectators and things. It's like every day it's a new story with the Olympics. So
it's gonna be a boring Olympics because I've never seen an Olympics with no spectators. Like do you know how quiet that's gonna be?
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty sad.
It's gonna be worse than the NBA bubble. Like they're gonna have to do something to get some fans in there. They're gonna have to put in some artificial noise or something because I can't just see myself just sitting down just watching the 100 meters and nothing, no sound with the gun.
For the Olympics, who really take the biggest L in all of this? Japan. Because I'm pretty sure
so much money.
I'm pretty sure they didn't build all these facilities for all these athletes and stuff, and now they're not going to have no income, no revenue coming in from the Olympics at all. They at least could have did 50% or something.
But they got that Delta strand out there, so they just trying to be cautious, which is good because you got a lot of people from other countries coming in. And they don't want to bring that back and then spread it out even more. So I understand the safety concern, but at the same time, you spent billions of dollars putting all this stuff together, and now it's just all wasted. This is worse than the Russian Winter Olympics when they built all those makeshift hotels and stuff, and they couldn't do nothing with them. This is horrible. I feel bad for Japan, but at the same time, I pray that they do not cancel the games. At least let them have some type of revenue from the TV endorsements or something, because I think this is going to set Japan and really the Olympics back for years if this doesn't go well.
Yeah, and I honestly don't remember where the Olympics is going next, but I know it should be in LA soon.
No, I think LA is 2028?
Possibly.
Because I think the next one is in, I don't even know if I'm saying this right, and if I am saying it wrong, I apologize. I think it's Qatar.
It might be. Or is it the World Cup? No, it's not the World Cup.
No. I think the next Olympics, because remember we went to the Cowboy Stadium, I think it's Qatar. The Qatar. I don't know if I'm saying, if I am saying it wrong, I apologize, but I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure. We'll look it up on the next, and then I'll come back and we'll revise it on the next podcast just to make sure that I'm saying it right. But if I am saying it wrong, I apologize.
And also, let's shoot back to the NBA because I just thought about it. We got to talk about the NBA draft and what are the Rockets going to do with the number 2 pick, since we already know the Pistons are supposed to take Cade Cunningham. But also, new news is also that Cleveland is trying to trade up for the number 1 pick. So I guess they want to take Cade Cunningham, and maybe the Pistons really want Mosley.
But wait a minute, why?
Because I'm thinking the Rockets going to take Jalen Green.
But why would the Cavaliers trade up when they already have Sexton? Or are they moving him to 2 guard or something? And then they just draft a point guard a couple of years back with the 6th pick? I don't know. Hey, honestly, Detroit, don't trade that pick because you need revenue, you need life, and you need a fresh start. If Cade Cunningham is the answer, then please, by God, take Cade Cunningham and just rebuild that franchise from the ground up. That could be the second coming of Isaiah Thomas for your franchise. Please don't be crazy and trade him away, because I don't want y'all to look back and regret it. I understand the Blake Griffin thing didn't work out. The Andre Drummond thing didn't work out. I don't really know too many other draft picks they had. Hey, Detroit.
Well, last year they actually just took a point guard last year in Killian Hayes. So I don't really see the need for them to take Cade Cunningham unless they really believe that he's unbelievable and he's the best talent out there.
You got to take the best thing on the board, and the best thing on the board is Cade Cunningham.
It's supposedly.
And number 2, Houston, please, I'm talking to you. The next thing on the board
It's Jalen Green.
is Jalen Green.
Like, bro, have you seen Jalen Green highlights?
Well, I've seen a couple of them, like when he played.
I mean,
Like,
I think Jalen Green, honestly, I honestly think he's the best talent in the NBA coming out for this draft because he already been playing with grown-ups.
that's true.
Dudes that's already been drafted. He's been down in the D League, or G League now, and he been getting it. And I mean, dude's just, he's nice.
He is a certified bucket. And that's what the Rockets need. They need
A scorer.
They need a scorer who can complement our low post game. And then also you still have other pieces around because we're gonna have 3 draft picks, but I guarantee you we only taking 1. The other 2 are gonna be some kind of package, and we're gonna put something together and move it around.
With that 23 and 24th pick, I think one of those picks will probably be packaged with Wall, and they probably trade him and send him somewhere.
Damn. You know, I honestly I hate to say this, but I'm kind of sad that the John Wall experiment didn't work out. But, you know, John Wall, whether you're a Rocket next year or not, I do wish you the best. But, you know, we need something, I guess.
That can stay on the court.
That's one. I wasn't going to put him out there like that, but that is true. We need consistency at that position. That's the most important position on the court.
Wall actually, he did all right this season. It's just the fact that they're paying him like what, $40 million?
Yeah, but I feel like we still need him just for veteran leadership. But you know, you never know.
They can go get another vet, bro, for cheaper.
Well, that's another, and that's where I feel that the Thunder can come into play. Maybe they can swing a trade. Maybe pull in Kemba Walker, rebuild with that. But then Kemba Walker has another issue with injuries, no consistency. So I feel like
you know who could use John Wall, bro?
Who?
The Clippers. They need somebody who can be a good ball handler and make plays for them. Besides Kawhi and Paul George.
But you know what? That's
we can go ahead and get Patrick Beverly back to Houston. It'll work. It'll work if we get Jalen Green because we're gonna need somebody to play defense.
Like, honestly, I like Patrick Beverly. I like his defense. I like his style to play, but his anger and his emotion, he gets carried away. That push on Chris Paul was all the way just out of line. Same thing with Boogie Cousins. You know, passionate player, love the passion, but sometimes you let the passion overshadow your better judgment.
Well, for the short time that Cousins was with the Rockets, I actually feel like he's a good player. He's a good dude. I think I think the refs go overboard against him.
Oh yeah, because he a walking technical. That's why he worse than Draymond Green. Walking technicals.
But he don't really be doing that sometimes,
bro. We don't know. We not courtside to hear all that profanity he using. We're not courtside for that. Because there's no telling how he talking to them refs, them other players. I don't know. You know this. You know today's NBA is different. You know they I ain't gonna say like they just all the way soft, but it's different. You know this right here is a foul, and you know back in the 90s, true. You know you could damn near clothesline somebody, but all that's out the window now.
Yeah.
So you know, but. Hopefully, the Rockets, Jalen Green is your answer. Pistons, you got the number 1 pick for a reason.
But you know what? Like, yeah, Jalen Green is nice. And even if we got Mosley, I probably wouldn't be mad at because, man, you'll have 2 big men in the paint that can actually, like, move with the ball, run up and down the court,
but I feel like that's going to take away from Christian Wood because Christian Wood developed his game so perfectly, and then we still have a veteran leadership with Kelly Olynyk. So we have
Olynyk might not come back to the Rockets though.
Bro, he might.
He gotta get a new contract.
Bro, he deserves a contract.
Yeah, but
because
the kind of money that he might
played hard in them last couple of games of the season.
It'd be nice to have him back, but I don't know.
That's good veteran leadership. And that's what you always need when you're talking about basketball. Veteran leadership. That's the only reason why we want John Wall to stay. Veteran leadership.
Ain't paying him $40 million, bro.
Oh no. That's no. He's not.
And
Even,
you got to think the same thing with Kelly Olynyk. Is he really gonna be worth the money that he's gonna be asking?
he can
Probably
ask.
not.
He gonna probably get the veteran minimum.
Hell no, he ain't getting no veteran minimum.
Bro, this ain't like no Ryan Anderson deal, bro. We gonna
All
get,
right,
he gonna
yeah.
probably get the veteran
Okay.
minimum or maybe a little bit more.
Hey,
I probably
he showed his ass this season for a reason. He finna get paid.
I feel if you give Kelly Olynyk at least $5-6 million a year, 2-year deal, perfect.
Yeah, maybe like
Perfect.
15 years ago. 15 years ago, bro. That shit
Bro,
ain't
the
gonna
economy not that bad. He can take $12 million for 2 years, bro.
work.
$12 million for 2 years, bro. That's not bad.
Laughable, bro.
How is it laughable? How is it laughable?
You probably take 12 million a year.
Nah, bro.
Yeah,
No,
bro.
No.
24 mil.
Man, no.
Kelly
He's actually
Olynyk.
getting $12.5 million a year.
Yeah, already had a
Oh, my
$50 million contract for 4 years.
No.
So he gonna command at least about 16, bro. So you do 2 years, that's 32 mil.
Nah, I can't see that.
Kelly Olynyk will not be a Rocket next season.
No, he won't. We starting all the way up. We like Drake. We starting from the bottom. We not finna pay him.
And he 30 years old,
Yeah, he already been replaced.
and he don't play no defense.
Damn, okay. You
So
so call him out like that.
I'm just saying, bro. I mean, he good on the shot. Honestly, I would say he's the stretch forward that the Rockets needed for the last 5 or 6 years when Harden was there, and they was screaming that they needed a stretch for.
Yeah, because Ryan
Ryan Anderson was horrible. That nigga, that was trash.
Hey, Ryan Anderson, bro. You was good with every other team. As soon as you came to Houston, bro, you just.
Oh, and then remember he had the
That
little
boy got-
second stint when he came back for maybe a couple weeks or
When
something.
that boy got that $80 million and was just trying to, that boy ripped us off.
It's trash, bro.
I don't want to think about those hard years, man. Let's move on. Let's move on. Next
All
time.
right, moving on. We're gonna guess who we think is gonna be in the NFL Super Bowl. So
Oh man, that's easy. Right?
early predictions.
That is too easy. Hey, honestly, it wouldn't be a real Super Bowl if we didn't have a rematch of last year. And let me tell you why. I know Dean already like, hell no, I don't want to see that again. But let me tell you why. Tom Brady has to pass the torch on to somebody. Why not be Patrick Mahomes? And the only way he can pass that torch is if he beats the GOAT himself. Yes, he has to beat Tom Brady.
I agree with the Tom Brady part. Tampa Bay will probably be there, but guess what? Chiefs won't. You know who's gonna beat them?
Who?
Baltimore. Baltimore gonna win. Baltimore gonna go this year.
Like, Baltimore keeps improving the offense, but the defense still stays stagnant. Like, Calais Campbell already said this is last year, so you already know he gonna be subpar. The linebacker core still subpar. You know, the secondary is just now started to improve. There's really no real pressure on the quarterback. You know, they don't have Ngakoue anymore. So it's like, what are you doing to replace these key pieces that you need? Because you got to realize, when you're in the AFC, you have to go through Kansas City. You have to. It's no ifs, ands, or
Lamar
buts about it.
Jackson, he gonna win MVP again.
Honestly, this might sound crazy. I believe the Titans have a better chance of dethroning the Chiefs than the.
You talk about one dimensional.
No. They got Julio now.
Bro, how many yards you really think Julio gonna have this season? I say 500. No, you know what?
I ain't even gonna disrespect him.
I say 500 on an average.
No,
For a good season, I give him 850. I give him 850 and 4 TDs.
So honestly, this is gonna prove to us if Mike Vrabel is really the coach that everybody says he is. Because now, look, you complained at first, everybody said he one dimensional. All he do is run the ball with Derrick Henry. Bam. Okay, now you can't put 8 in the box anymore because Ryan Tannehill's arm is actually good enough to get the ball to Julio, A.J. Brown. They probably need another tight end. Hey, my apologies, Tennessee fans. I don't even know if Delaney Walker's still in the NFL, but you need an upgrade on tight end if he is. Hey, not that you bad, but you're getting up there in age. You can't. You're not like Antonio Gates. Even he got washed up after a while. But honestly, the Tennessee Titans has the defense. They have the offense to really keep up with Kansas City. It's gonna be a good old fashioned barn burner right there. But my dark horse, them good old Cleveland Browns, because they got Clowney now. OBJ gonna be healthy. Baker Mayfield need that contract. Yeah.
That's true. That's
He
true.
need that contract. Now, the biggest downfall, I hate to say it, a lot of people gonna be disappointed with what I'm about to say, but it's true. It's damn true. Those Pittsburgh Steelers, man, they're gonna be pretty pathetic this year. Cause your boy Big Ben.
They should have been drafted another quarterback, bro.
Well, it's just like, honestly, that situation right there is just like what's going on in Green Bay.
But then they just pick up Haskins, right?
Yeah, they picked him up.
I mean, they got another big solid dude. You got the right guy, training him.
Dwayne Haskins needs personal guidance, not on the field, but here.
Well, that's where
No, I don't want to.
no, that's where the head coach come in, Mike Tomlin,
Oh,
bro.
okay.
Mike Tomlin.
Okay, about to say, because I wouldn't learn nothing from Big Ben. Listen, we talking about character development, and that's the last person I want to learn anything character-wise from. Nothing.
Well, he don't want to learn it off the field, but on the field, you're all right.
Nothing. Don't teach me anything but the playbook. That's it. That's the only thing you need to learn from Big Ben, Dwayne Haskins. The playbook. That's it. Nothing else. Nothing. Hey, what do you think Cam Newton gonna do this year for the Patriots? Give me your honest opinion, bro. Cause it wasn't a great season last year.
Who's backing up Cam this year? Didn't they draft somebody?
They got Mac Jones.
Oh yeah.
He won't play, but
he gonna play.
you think Mac Jones gonna play?
Yeah. They gonna put him in on the first mistake Cam make, bro.
Nah.
Yeah, they are.
Josh McDaniels.
I give
Josh
Cam,
McDaniels.
I give Cam 6 games.
He likes Cam, and let me tell you why. Because he sees a better version of Tebow in him.
Hell no.
Better version of Tebow. Yes.
He ain't nothing like Tebow.
No, he's better than Tebow. But what I'm saying is he's a better version of Tebow because he can pass, he can run, he can read the defense 10 times
There's
better
one
than
thing he
Tebow could.
don't have that Tebow does have.
He ain't got the heart.
He don't have the heart and the ability just to figure out how to win the games.
Yeah. Because one thing I can't say about Cam is good, but when it's back against the wall, he either gonna fold like a chair, or he gonna
fumble that ball like he did in the Super Bowl, bro.
Man. Hey, look, he said he couldn't get to it even if he would have dived. So, hey, we watched the game. That boy thought about it. That boy was like, "Nah, I'm good."
He was paid. He was paid to do that shit.
You think so?
Yeah, he was paid.
Okay, so everybody has the 7 teams in the playoffs. Who do you see making a playoff appearance, not only in the AFC but the NFC as well? Like that didn't make the playoffs the previous year.
The Dolphins.
Yeah.
Dolphins will make the playoffs. The only reason I said it because they had all those picks in the draft. So they got a lot of young talent coming in, and then I believe they had some more cap space to go get some other players to fill in for their depth. So it got to be the Dolphins.
Hey, my pick are the Chargers. The Chargers going to be healthy this year. Justin Herbert going to make strides in his second season. He got the receivers. They finally going to get the run game in order. Hey, big ups to my boy Justin Herbert out there in L.A. Y'all going to do big things. Y'all can see y'all going at least 10. No, I can see y'all going like 11-6 because, it's 17 games, and I had to think about that. Yeah. Y'all can go about 11-6, maybe 10-7, and y'all going to make the playoffs. Y'all going to squeak in. Y'all going to be like the 7th seed, but I feel like y'all going to really just make an impact.
And then for the NFC, my pick is Arizona. I mean, obviously, because J.J. Watt going there and them just making some good franchise moves for their team. Another year with D-Hop and Kyler Murray, getting that under their belt. And
is Larry Fitzgerald still up?
Larry Fitzgerald retired.
Oh,
but they got
But I like Christian Kirk. Then they just got another receiver too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, they got the dude from the Bengals.
AJ
Green. AJ Green. I didn't really
all right.
think
So
about it.
who you think gonna have a better season, AJ Green or old boy that just went to the Titans?
Out of Julio? Cause let me see. Well, I'm gonna say AJ Green for this one reason. So with AJ Green being there, he is a little bit more explosive than what Larry Fitzgerald was the last couple of years. So you can't double team D-Hop at this point. You can't. There's nothing you can do. It's straight gonna be man on man, and God, I feel for any corner who got to hold that man by himself if you're not Jalen Ramsey. And hell, even Jalen Ramsey struggles. So
he struggled quite a bit last season.
Yeah, one-on-one. And then that's gonna start. Honestly, that the Rams and Cardinals, that's gonna turn into a division rivalry for the ages right there. If they keep them teams up, because I believe that Arizona with that defense, Buda Baker, you got Isaiah Simmons, that right there. You got J.J. Watt coming off the edge, applying a little pressure. Then I'm not sure. I think Chandler Jones got hurt, but he should be back in time for the season. Mm-hmm. So they should. I'm telling you, Cliff Kingsbury, this should be your make or break season right here. You have improved that team every single year since you've been there. This should be your year that you really leap forward, because I honestly believe, and I think my brother believes that too, Seattle is finally going to take a step back and decline. Only because that defense is just not where it's at.
And then the O-line not even really where it's at.
Yeah,
look how many times
and that's why Russell Wilson expressed his concern, like, what are we doing as far as like offense? Because God.
I mean, honestly, bro, if I was Russell Wilson, I'd be trying to find my way up out of there.
No, because that's like telling Dame, hey, look, you never gonna win a championship.
Dame not gonna win no championship
but
out there,
the
bro.
point is, though, you believe that
See,
your
basketball
team,
a little different, bro.
Nah, it's not.
It is.
You still need the moving pieces to come together as one collective.
For some reason, in football, it seems like players don't really care about the market. They care more about opportunity. But in basketball, they care about more marketing than anything. Nobody wants to go to Portland.
I don't believe many people want to go to Seattle either. But the point is, the Legion of Boom is over. But the point is, Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll have kept that team in a competitive nature and a competitive state. But the hits that Russell Wilson is taking, you're not gonna be competitive too much longer. Mm-hmm. The defense outside of Bobby Wagner and Jamal Adams, the shit's atrocious.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Honestly, bro, they have to make some nice trades and figure out how to get some good picks.
Honestly, they don't even need to make trades. They need to just draft appropriately and accordingly to what they really need. You know, they didn't even pursue certain free agents knowing that they needed. Like, why didn't you try to keep Clowney when you had him? You traded for him. You wasted.
And Clowney, he's in Tennessee now, right?
No, he in Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Yeah. Boy signed a 1-year deal with Cleveland.
I thought he went to Tennessee.
He did. He went last year. But, you know when they franchise tag you, he don't want that linebacker money. He want DN money because, DN money, you get more money. But you lining up like a linebacker, but you want DN money.
Well, I'll say this. Cleveland defense should be pretty nasty on the run stopping. And then you got Garrett over there on the other end. If they play opposite ends, they should be pretty good.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like this. Clowney is probably one of the best plug-and-play defensive players in the league. If you put him with his hand on the ground, you put him if he's standing up, you can plug him in. He's going to make an impact. Now, don't think that he's going to be like some kind of sack master.
Yeah,
he's not that.
He's
not that.
Run
he's
stopper.
A disruptor.
He's a run stopper.
That's it. If it's a run play, like D-Raw just said, he's straight to the point, bam. He going to plug the hole. He going to do what he got to do. I hate the fact that when they try to compare him to like Khalil Mack and stuff like that. No, Khalil Mack is a different beast. Definitely. Khalil Mack is actually a true pass rusher.
He a better overall player.
Clowney is not that. Clowney is just exactly what he was in college from that Michigan play.
From them highlights.
Stop trying to make him something that he is not.
Yeah.
He is not a pass rusher. He's not a Bruce Smith. He's not, a John Randall. He's not that. The man is just somebody. He is basically has the same skills as a defensive tackle because he's going to plug that middle. He's going to plug that outside. He knows how to go from sideline to sideline and cut off the run.
Yeah.
If he can get to the quarterback, fine. But let me tell you something. If Clowney has more than 5 sacks in a season, but at least he has more than 8 tackles for a loss, he earned his money.
Yeah, earned his money.
He earned his money. I'm sorry. He earned his money.
Because with that contract year with the Texans, what he had like 9.5, 10 sacks or something like that.
And he earned his money with those 9.5, 10 sacks because number one, he's only projected to get 5 or 6 sacks in a season.
Now
anyway.
he earned his money, but he didn't earn as much money as he was trying to get.
No. $20 million a year. I don't know about that
about
one.
15, 17.
15. But he did sign a 1-year deal with Cleveland for 10. So now I feel like at this point he just ring chasing. But he is on a team that Kevin Stefanski can find a way to utilize his talent more than what they did with Tennessee. But now, don't get me wrong. Mike Vrabel, when he was with Houston, he had Clowney at the peak, at the height of his defensive career. Why it didn't work out in Tennessee, I don't know.
Man, same reason it don't work out anywhere he go. I mean, it's like he's just bouncing around the league now.
Yeah.
Until somebody be like, "Oh, we're gonna pay you."
But
by the time he get the deal he want, it's not gonna be. Well, he's never gonna get the deal he want at this point. I think.
Not because
he might get like a long-term deal, maybe like 10, 11 million a year, which he probably should have got when he was with the Texans.
He should have just went on and took when they was trying to franchise tag him for the 15. He should have knew right there that was his ceiling. Not to say that he couldn't surpass it by his play, but financially, that's the best deal you can get for the position that you play, especially for the skill set that you display on the field.
Right.
Like if only way you get more than 15 million is if you out there you giving me at least 10 sacks a season. You not doing that.
Yeah, he ain't doing that.
Your highest season was 10 sacks.
Yeah.
Everything else was
that was his
below
ceiling.
that. So tackles for a loss. If you get me like 15 tackles for a loss, I'll give you 20 million. But that means for you to get that many tackles for a loss, that means you back there disrupting that backfield. And you not disrupting it like that. Once they hit the line of scrimmage, you'll find Clowney. But behind it, no.
Yeah. And for us to close out our last topic, we're just going to talk about some baseball. And so far, the Astros been doing pretty damn good.
They've been doing excellent. I hope they can make it to the World Series.
And have you seen the Yankees? They haven't been doing so hot lately.
No, but the only thing about that, I'm still trying to figure out and wonder who would they play from the National League. Because right now, everybody's making a big deal about the Mets and DeGrom and all of that. And then when you look at how sad the Phillies are doing, they still haven't lived up to the hype. Bryce Harper, you paid you $300 million. Now, I would like to see them play the Padres because I like Tatis Jr. Boy, he's something to see.
Well, yeah, the Padres is pretty good. Speaking about that, how much money do you think Correa could call in and get, from the Astros? Or you think he's going to be somewhere else next season?
He won't be with the Astros next season if we got to pay him. Cause
I think if it's like a 5-year deal, I think the Astros will do it. But if it's like a 10-year deal for like 300 something, I'll let them walk.
We're not doing no 10-year deals for no $300 million. That's to me, I don't care what nobody say. That's absurd. It was absurd when the Cardinals did it for Albert Pujols. It's absurd that the Phillies did it for Bryce Harper. Like, because you're never gonna get the revenue back from what you're actually paying that player. Because right now, look at the Phillies. They're under 500. It's not worth it.
And those deals never really pay off because players get hurt. They production always drop. It's always something.
Yeah. All you really doing is ensuring him that he's not going anywhere. But who's to say in 2-3 years you don't even want him no more because of the production value. Like honestly, in baseball, they need. Well, I'm not saying you need to have a salary cap, but they need to start having a cap on the years. Cause that's like hockey. I don't see how people sign 15-year deals in hockey.
Mahomes just got that 10-year deal, which was pretty out of line too. I think.
He got $500 million for 10 years. No, don't get me wrong. Patrick Mahomes is good, but $50 million a year, really? How do you sign other players? And you got one player eating up half the cap.
And then, like, my thing is, like, they started, like, just signing all these other players right after they did that deal. I'm like, where's the Chiefs getting all this money from? It's just like, it's just dropping out the sky.
You know what? That's what I want to do. I want to actually look and see how teams can use their income from, like, their gross revenue from, like, ticket sales and stuff like that to actually go out and pay the players. Because I understand they went to the Super Bowl 2 years in a row, and then the year before that, they had the AFC Championship. I get all of that. But for you to pay one man $500 million over a 10-year span, and I know the first year he's still on this rookie deal, but then the second year, that's when the money just starts gradually increasing and increasing. But what I'm saying is you were still able to re-sign Chris Jones. You were still able to restructure a deal, I think, with Sammy Watkins.
Yeah.
You still were able to do a deal with the Honey Badger. Like, where is all of this money coming from?
Where's all that money coming from?
Then you just made this trade for, what's that lineman, that left tackle they just traded for? They traded the first round pick for him. They got him from the Ravens.
I can't remember his name, but I know what you're talking about.
But this is a Pro Bowl. This is a Pro Bowl caliber lineman. So that means you're gonna have to pay him $20 million a year
another
too. So
cap hit.
Those are major cap hits. So are these teams like are they getting all the money on the back end as instead of like the front end, or that's what they're agreeing to make it easier? And then like once they get like too high, they can just cut you at the end. Like I want to know like how are they structuring out these favorable deals to keep this team intact for them to constantly keep coming back every single year and nobody's signing a
with
franchise
all that talent
tag.
on their team.
That's a lot of talent on just on the offensive side alone is a lot because I just forgot Travis Kelce. Then they just signed Hill to big deals. So I'm like, how is it that they're able to do this? Baseball, I understand. It comes out of the luxury tax for the owners.
Yeah.
If they want to pay it, then
the owner pocket.
It come out the owner pocket. If they want to pay it, then they pay it. Basketball, football, completely different. There's so many avenues and things you can do, cannot do.
But see, and then the thing about basketball, I think, is if the
you
player
can max a deal if they already own the team.
Yeah, you can.
But you can't go out and be like, hey, I want this dude. I want to sign him to a max deal. The home team has a say, so they actually get the extra year. I get that. They get 5 years. Everybody else can only sign for 4. And then, they can discover but at the end of the day, the home team always can pay the most money.
Yeah.
It's all about it really if you want to go to the other team because they have to pay you less. So I guess that's the way to keep people in smaller markets if they show like loyalty and stuff like that. But nowadays, it's no loyalty in any sport. I don't know if it's ring chasing. I don't know if they just want to play with their friends or what. There's no more loyalty in sports. It's just everybody.
I think everybody just ring chasing at this point. Like, I mean, you got those that are loyal that try, like Dame Lillard and stuff like that. But I mean, eventually, I guess you see everybody else doing it. Ring chasing. So you be like, man, shit, I might as well join up with somebody too and go chase me a ring as well. To solidify myself into the Hall of Fame.
But tell me this though: do you believe honestly that the sports can be okay with this going about? Because this didn't happen like in the 70s, 80s, and 90s like that.
I mean,
like if you got drafted to a team, that was your team until your legs gave out.
Pretty much.
Or if they just cut you and you didn't have nowhere else to go and you decided to go to another team at that point. Perfect example, Emmitt Smith. They just ran him till they ran out of gas and, hey, you can be a Cardinal this 1 year or 2 years, however long he played for him. But I'm talking about now, I understand now players have a bigger voice. They can come out, they can, like, oh, yeah. I don't like this. I don't think the team is doing right by this. Just like with Luka. Luka's making all that big hoopla talking about if the Mavericks can't do this, I don't want to do
Mavericks
this.
can't
And
do
then
that
what did
for
they
him.
do? They hired the coach that he wanted. They gonna build the offense around him the way he wants it built. Like
All that's been done, but who wants to go to Dallas? Nobody, bro. It's Dallas.
I don't know. Hey, I used to say the same thing about little small market town. But look, let me tell you something. I believe teams like Atlanta, I believe teams like Dallas, when they have superstars that are young like that, and you can actually go there for, get the money that you want, get the value, and still be competitive, I think that's what people are looking for. I feel like teams that have like stars in the bigger states, in the bigger cities, they're only there because they're at the end of their career or leaning towards it. Like the Clippers. Whole team full of veterans. Well,
they put that together too, though, because they felt that would be the easiest way to get
yeah,
to the championship.
but then look at it like this though. Soon as the Rockets cut Boogie, what'd he do? He went straight to the Clippers. Straight to the Clippers.
Ring chasing.
Ring chasing. So
He been doing that shit since New
yeah.
Orleans. After he got hurt in New Orleans.
After he got hurt in New Orleans, he left there. Then that's when he went to the Warriors, and then he just
went
started
to the Lakers.
Yeah, he went to the Lakers. Damn, he got
Came to the
dropped.
Rockets. Hey, you know what?
Dropped
I'm gonna tell you what's funny about Boogie. He's always 1 year
Yeah,
too late.
Yeah, 1 year too late every time. Like, damn. Every time he on the team, because he did get to the finals with the Warriors, but they lost.
They lost.
And then he got there.
And he was hurt.
Then he's with the Lakers. The year they won the championship, I
He
think
got
they
hurt.
cut him. I think he was on the team
got
and they
hurt,
cut him.
right?
Yeah, he got hurt. And they cut him.
And he always get hurt too.
He either get hurt or he get cut. Damn, Boogie. I'm telling you, you can do it, bro. Don't let these people deter you off nothing, bro. You got it. But you got to stay healthy, man. And I understand everybody talking about, oh, it's a shorter season, more people getting hurt. Hell, y'all only play like 50 games because y'all resting for 20 of them. Y'all said the season too long, 82. They brought it down to 72. You're only playing in 50 games. You're still getting hurt. You're still complaining. Hey, I don't get it. I don't get it
either.
But
hey, that's the NBA this year, and we're gonna see what happens tonight for Game 2.
Hey, we know it's gonna happen. Hey, Suns in 5.
Might be Suns in 5, but I think Bucks gonna win tonight.
Yeah, Bucks ain't gonna win nothing.
So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and close this out. We're gonna close this out. You've been listening to Sports Talk with Raww, and this is my boy Corey, and we'll catch you next week.
All right.